There are mounting legal troubles for former President Donald Trump. Trump is being sued over a 2015 incident at Trump Tower where the then presidential candidate security team fought with protesters. Those protesters are suing Trump, and that case is about to go to trial. Trump says he had no idea about the incident, but critical new testimony, well, it says otherwise. Let's go ahead and bring in NBC News correspondent Ken Dilanian now, who joins us live from Washington. Look, I mean, Ken, this new testimony, it comes from Trump's former fixer, Michael Cohen. What exactly is Cohen saying about all of this?
Hi, Morgan. So when Trump gave sworn testimony in this case in the fall, he denied under oath knowing anything about the scuffle his security guards had with protesters outside Trump Tower in 2015. But now, as you said, his former lawyer, Michael Cohen, is saying that Trump ordered the confrontation. In a court filing Tuesday, a lawyer for the protesters said Cohen reached out to him after Trump's testimony. Cohen said he was with Trump in his office when Trump aide Keith Schiller told Trump about the protest outside the building. Cohen adds that Trump then told Schiller to get rid of the protesters and that Schiller later returned to Trump's office with a sign he had taken from them. Now, Trump's lawyer responded in a court filing by calling Cohen's account highly suspect and referring to him as a former disgruntled employee of the Trump organization with a long and well-documented disdain for Mr. Trump, Morgan.
But the question then, Ken, becomes sort of what are the possible outcomes we would be looking at here, or even possible penalties for the former president?
Yeah, well, so the problem with Cohen as a witness, first of all, is that he pleaded guilty to lying to Congress. Either way, this is a civil case, so ultimately it will come down to a question of whether Trump is liable for the actions of his security team, and if he is, then whether he'll have to pay damages and how much. Jury selection in this case is slated to begin next month. In the scheme of things, this is not a huge deal, but it's one of many civil and criminal cases Trump is facing right now as he contemplates another run for president. Obviously, the biggest legal dangers for Trump are the criminal investigations in New York and Atlanta.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.